everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Challenge Runs in the Binding of Isaac. Got a very nostalgia-tickling, that's probably the first time those words have ever been put together, run today courtesy of YouTube user Dr. Lipkin. Wow, this floor is like completely devoid of anything that I could use to fill time while I talk about why this run is Captain Planet themed. In any case, Captain Planet, you know, pollution-fighting superhero from the late 80s and early 90s TV show of the same name. Basically, he had a squad of children with elemental rings around him, or rings that conveyed some sort of elemental power. Let's see if we get lucky. 1 cent, maybe. No. I thought maybe. But in any case, there is the power of Earth, which is going to be represented by the small rock. The candle is going to represent fire. Wind is going to be the black bean, which I thought was kind of ingenious. Holy water represents water. And the power of heart is going to be represented by Sacred Heart here. So we got a lot of good items. We're playing as Blue Baby because Captain Planet is blue, but also in a, convenient coincidence here, we are starting with some really damn good items. So, kind of to compensate that, we're going to be playing as Blue Baby. Although, obviously, having the candle means that his main negative, which is the fact that he starts with poop, is going to be compensated for a little bit. But in any case, our only conditions on this run, apart from the initial starting conditions, which I've already mentioned, is that we are not going to be able to pick up any items for the first 2 floors. I will pick up Red Patch. And for the entirety of the game, we can't pick up any item that is related to pollution in any way. So, he mentioned, or Dr. Lipkin, I should say, not to use the, the universal pronoun there, because it could be a lady, there's lady doctors too in this day and age, because I live in 1813. But so syringes, he mentioned, not being accessible, if you will. We will open this golden chest just because we can, basically. Lump of coal, obviously, is going to be related to pollution. We literally earned nothing there. We just got exactly what we started with. And yeah, really just any item that has any sort of possible relation to pollution is going to be off the table for us. But we will be able to start taking items as of the 3rd floor, which we're about to go to. And you know what? We're strong enough right now to kind of fight off any kind of nastiness we might encounter on the first 2 floors. So I don't really foresee this being a problem for now. It's always possible that, things will change as we get a little bit further. But Blue Candle plus Sacred Heart on the first few floors typically means that we're not going to have much trouble with the start of this challenge run. In any case, we will blow up this Tinted Rock. We get a Spirit Heart out of it, and I'm hoping that we're going to get a lot of Spirit Hearts. I would love, believe you me, taking Mom's Knife would be fantastic. I don't know why I even went into the deal with the Devil Room, because Krampus, even if I fought him, I wouldn't have been able to pick up Lump of Coal. But I was just doing it for curiosity's sake, I suppose. Not the cube that Peter Molyneux came out with, the actual, emotion of curiosity, the drive, if you will. We're gonna need a little bit of help from the Troll Engine if we're gonna succeed on this run. We're starting very, very offensively strong, but obviously we are going to need some kind of, those pills worry me, but some kind of way to improve our tiers if possible. I definitely want to buy that compass. So if we can improve our rate of fire, that would be fantastic. But beyond that, we also basically need 100% to improve our health. So we're gonna need the Miter, we're gonna need the Relic. I can't get rid of the candle, so we can't get, like, Book of Revelations or anything like that. It's going to be very interesting to see how this works. We are an ultimate glass cannon right now. PhD is actually fantastic. Hopefully that'll identify the pill that we currently have. It's a speed upgrade, so I will take that immediately. And you know what? Let's fight the boss right away. I'm not going to go down to the next floor just yet, despite the fact that I've been to the item room in the shop already. Because I want to... Oh, that was so bad. I want to make sure that I am doing my damnedest to get that compass. I'm going to look for the secret room, obviously, because the compass is possibly something that could end up saving us, I don't know, maybe, if we had to quantify it, maybe 6 or more Spirit Hearts in the late game. I am barely dodging these shots from Peep right now. This is too close for comfort. Hey, we got a Spirit Heart for beating him. 2 Spirit Hearts, technically, because the HP upgrade is there. Deal with the devil might be in the cards for us, but I'm not going to take it unless it's fantastic. We could take Mom's Knife, but I'm not going to. I mean, Mom's Knife isn't there anymore. We could have taken Mom's Knife, I should say, but I didn't want to, just in case our health ended up being too low and we wouldn't survive. Plus, the whole point of having Heart is so that, or the whole point of having Sacred Heart is so that we have the Heart power. It was always the weirdest power in Captain Planet. You're like, okay, Earth, yeah, whatever. Earth's one of the primary elements, not obviously of chemistry, but of, like mercurial or elemental properties, I guess. Fire, yeah, absolutely. Giver and destroyer of life, as well as delicious meats. Please don't hurt me. What are the other ones? Water, of course, yeah, you get the universal solvent. It's real important to include it there. You gotta placate the water gods. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. But Heart was always like, okay, I mean, How do you quantify that? This guy's got 6 heart. I am getting my ass kicked in here. Luckily, I picked up 3 bombs for the trouble. What's the other one? I'm missing one. Oh, black bean is wind. Yeah, you know wind, it spreads the seeds and the pollen. I can understand that, but Heartman? Heartman, by the way, sounds like a boss that could be in like Mega Man 11 or something if Capcom's starting to run out of ideas. But I guess let's pretend that they just did it because it was G-rated. If they included, you know, fluid transfer and sexual reproduction as one of the elements, I would have been like, you know what? Yeah, life finds a way. But, heart, I don't know, they G-rated it too much. Should've just called it hardcore gangbanging. Probably wouldn't have played out so well with the, you know, 5 to 13 crowd, or at least maybe with the 13 to 17-year-old crowd, but probably not with their parents. So we're gonna continue looking for some money here, because I want to go to the shop and buy that compass. I lost a lot of health on the back end of this floor, which worries me a little bit, but, okay, that worries me as well. There's one possible location for it up here. Good thing we did pick up a number of bombs from Super Rat there. I hope it's here. Oh, good it is. And it contains a slot machine. That worries the shit out of me. Just give me... I mean, it's not likely to give us the dollar, so I'm just gonna blow it up and... that fucking sucks, man. I really wanted the compass here. I'm not sure if there's anything else we can do to really increase our chances of getting the compass. So I guess it's just time to go down to the next floor. And I'm gonna be looking for... I don't know, still looking for the Miter and Relic as basically, you know, the only items that will guarantee me a chance in the future. You know what, instead of fighting, let's balance this a little bit on the fly, which people always, you know, have varying degrees of problems with, but, I think this is a smart decision. We'll balance this one to say we're not going for Isaac and Blue Baby anymore. We're gonna go for, Shoal and fight Satan, because, you know, Satan is the guy polluting the world. I don't know, I'm not trying to make it religious or anything like that. What I am trying to do is provide an excuse for making this run easier, because as is, we have a very limited chance due to our health of fighting and defeating Isaac and Blue Baby, if we could even get there, which is looking, you know, increasingly unlikely. Gotta find some way just to keep us alive, really, for a little while, so that we can make this run last a little bit longer than the last one, because this one, you know, is starting to feel like it's coming up against it here. We've got the PhD. Please tell me this is a Balls of Steel pill. Tears up. That's good, too. The feather is worthless. And I'm starting to get a little bit frightened about our long-term chances here. We've got enough bombs. Just give me an F-ton of Tinted Rocks, and I'll try to make it work, man. I can't afford to have 2 remarkably short Isaac runs in quick succession. That would be really depressing. Can we... There we go. We got a Spirit Heart just randomly here. The game is hearing my pleas, and it's saying, you know what, Northernlion, we have a symbiotic relationship. Hey, there we go. Now it's kind of creeping me out, because it does kind of feel like the game actually understood what I was saying there. But you know, auto-balancing troll engine, it beats the auto-erotic asphyxiation troll engine, which is what we've normally been subjected to here. We will, yes, we have been to the item room already, so we can afford to go to the shop. And we have PhD, the coin purse. This could be remarkably valuable, especially considering we got it half price. So these blue pills are going to be important. You know what Cypher said, why oh why didn't I take the blue pill? It's a health upgrade. That's 2 more Spirit Hearts, effectively. That's a big get right there. This is a pretty fly, another good item, and finally, we're gonna have another pill here, which will identify itself eventually. Another health upgrade, wow! Alright, so we picked up 5 Spirit Hearts in the last 3 rooms. Suddenly, I don't feel as concerned about things. It's really remarkable the kind of luck that happened there to make that a possibility. Now, just don't lose all of them, that's all I ask, you know, as long as I survive long enough to get some decent shots in on Mom, I'm usually okay with dying, but it's just dying unceremoniously without having accomplished anything that leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Now, Catacombs is probably going to be harder than Depths 1, so if we can just make it to the next floor and have it not be an alternate floor, I would feel pretty positive about our, you know, immediate chances moving forwards and not getting into the long-term ramifications of our situation just yet. We will be fighting a boss here who will hopefully give us, you know, at this point, Squeezy would be an awesome upgrade. Mostly due to the Spirit Hearts, but also the Tears upgrades, you know, synergizes well with Sacred Hearts. Even the Crate would be cool, because I'm kind of low on keys right now. Anything that gives us Spirit Hearts. Obviously, Miter and Relic, by way of probably a deal with the Angel Room at this point, would be the largest possible... they'd give us the largest benefits compared to all these other items. But realistically, Squeezy's pretty common. But I guess we're going to get Cube of Meat. Makes me feel pretty bad because we actually had to skip over Famine's Cube of Meat drop due to the conditions of the challenge run on the first or the second floor, I think it was. I can't remember. So sadly, we will only be getting a level 1 cube of meat here, but that's okay. We left this floor better than we started with, or we're leaving this floor better than we were when we originally came down here. So I feel pretty good about that. We do have the possibility to pick up a number of keys here if we so choose. Another tiers upgrade via this pill. PhD so far, definitely the unsung hero of this run. Not really super unsung, but it's the largest factor in our success so far. Beyond the fact that we have, you know, Blue Candle, which is allowing us to do a ton of damage, and Sacred Heart, which obviously allows us to do a ton of damage as well. So, after we kill this guy, we'll keep moving onwards. Kind of glad I didn't pick up the compass now that we've got this Curse of Blindness. I'm just trying to placate myself a little bit. I would absolutely much rather have the compass than not have it right now. But if we bought the compass, we wouldn't have been able to buy the coin purse, which means in all likelihood we could have died on the last floor. Well, this will be our 3rd level cube of meat. I do have the speed necessary to get around War here after he enters his, you know, permanent running state. I might take a little bit of damage on the way, but that's okay. If I can kill him, then I don't mind. 2nd level cube of meat is going to allow us to do a little bit more damage. Beautiful. We also have a deal with the angel. This could be a big floor for us. I haven't even been to the item room and shop yet. We get the Bible, which obviously we're going to skip over. Should probably pick it up just so it can't come back, but what can I say? I've never been one for foresight, basically. So we do have another key there, but I don't need to get that just yet. Now we're just going to play it cool here. We are basically one-shotting all of these enemies, so if I can possibly one-shot them without putting myself in harm's way, then that's cool. Of course, that applied more to the enemies that I killed 10 seconds ago, the laser bullet flies and these silkworms, but still, you know, silkworms can take you by surprise now and then. If nothing good is in the shop, you know what, why don't we play Judgment instead of going to the shop, because for 6 cents, we're unlikely to pick up anything of value in the shop anyway, except for maybe a single Spirit Heart, which, don't get me wrong, valuable. But Judgment is fairly likely to pop out an HP upgrade on his own. Or the compass! Alright! Who's laughing now? YouTube commenter Mr. Cool Guy 69? I just made that up, but inevitably if that account didn't exist before, and I find that hard to believe, it will certainly exist now after this video is done. And probably Cool Guy 69 will follow me on Twitter now if he hasn't already. With the golden chest in here, we will pop this open. We get a bomb and a key for our troubles, which effectively means we got a bomb, since I used the key to pop it open. We got all these red hearts I can't use, but hopefully, you know, we will get a chance to get another consumable after this floor ends. And I don't mind fighting zombies when we've got the blue candle. It makes them super easy, not to mention the homing tears by way of Sacred Hearts. Easy peasy. We didn't get anything as a result of that room, but... I got hit by the fire there? How did that even happen? Okay, well, at least that's only a half Spirit Heart loss. We're not on the womb or anything like that. We're picking up keys by the, well, I was gonna say by the dozen, but, you know, this isn't a Steve Martin, Bonnie Raitt. No, wait, it's not Bonnie Raitt. Who's the, Bonnie Prince Billy? No, who's the wife in Cheaper by the Dozen? This is what my life has been reduced to. Me trying to get people to IMDb things asynchronously with me when I'm recording alone in my underwear. Who played the wife in Cheaper by the Dozen? I can't believe I don't remember this. Anyway. Bonnie something. I would almost get Necronomicon. We're getting books, man. I don't want books. I've already got fire. Have I taken any items that might be considered related to pollution? I haven't really been paying attention to that at all. Cube of meat, I guess you could make an argument, you know, vegetarianism is better for environmentalism. Whether that's true or not, I don't want to get into it. What I do want to get into is cube of meat gives me a better chance of surviving. The pills, I guess I did mention that the pharmaceuticals were not supposed to be allowed, but let's just assume that these are, you know, organic pills. That was terrible. That shop cost me a Spirit Heart, effectively. Anyway, we're gonna leave now. The PhD, oh, you know, we're spinning this here. We're using the PhD that we earned for good. We're working for Big Pharmaceutical right now, but later we're gonna overthrow the corporations, man, and we're gonna make all of our pills out of eucalyptus leaves and the tears of newborn infants. I don't know. Anyway, down to the next floor. We're at least gonna make it to Mom, no question about that. And the fact that we have the compass. We picked up the compass, cube of meats, and you have several tiers upgrades on that. Well, I wasn't super psyched about that until I got scapular, but thanks for the teleportation nonetheless. I guess we'll come back up this way, where I will have to murder this dude again. Unfortunately, he's taking an alternate path. Now I find myself in a little bit more of a tricky situation. There is a tinted rock in here, though. I'm glad that didn't disappear when I left. Oh, God! Okay, that was kind of close. Put our bomb down here. They're going to get sucked in. Yes, and we get 2 spirit hearts, which is, you know, literally the best possible payout we could get from that. 2 of diamonds might be useful, although I would be shocked. Literally shocked. Well, not literally, like, by electricity, but I would be very surprised if we ended up not fighting greed on this floor in the shop, because we kind of deserve to. We've already gone to, like, 10 shops. Well, not 10, obviously. That would be crazy, but we've been to 4 or 5 shops, and no real trouble. In fact, a lot of good items have shown up. Compass, coin purse on half price, as well as the Nun's Habit, which I didn't buy, not only because I didn't have enough money, but also, of course, because I can't get rid of the candle. Otherwise, I would probably buy the Nun's Habit just to have it, just in case. If this was a vanilla run, to future-proof myself, in case I came across, like, a nail or something that I wanted to buy, I would have bought the Nun's Habit for sure. Just if I had the money, of course. Just because otherwise, you know, you could find yourself wondering, you know, what could have been if you make that mistake, or if you didn't take that opportunity, if you will. So we're probably going to speed through this floor as soon as possible. We're doing fine on health, but if I had to guess, this is probably going to be one of those runs where things could go terribly wrong very, very quickly. But we're going to try to avoid that, obviously. These I don't even know what you call these guys. Giraffe Pale Men. We're going to have to work on that name. Oh my god, it's the pill bottle. We'll at least take 1. This could have worked better. We're going to get a pretty fly out of that. So we basically just got a pretty fly from this item room. And we have the 2 of diamonds, which doesn't really benefit us too much now. But, you know, we'll see. It's portable slot and nothing of value in here. So I say we just go fight the boss. I would love to pick up the map at some point. I guess our most likely outlet for that is going to be a judgment at some point, but I think it's pretty unlikely that that's going to happen. So why don't we just make our way to the boss room, stop worrying about what might become of this run, and just start enjoying the run for what it is right now. It's good advice for life in general, isn't it? It's not having what you want, it's about wanting what you've got. Sheryl Crow, soak up the sun. Words to live by, my friends. Let's toss some blue candles in here. We're gonna fight Mom. No Mom can defeat me right now, because I am the baddest of them all. My guess is that we're gonna have Red Mom. Alright, as usual, I am 100% wrong. To be fair, I was, you know, founding that guess on, you know, entirely suspicion. As far as I know, there is no way to predict which Mom will appear, but this is an easy fight at this point. A couple more hits and she'll be dead. We don't get caught in the explosion, which is a rarity. Now, permanent Polaroid invincibility, actually going to be really beneficial as Blue Baby here. I'm going to take a second to rehydrate and recaffeinate. We got the pink glitch anyway. It's funny how that seems to work out from time to time. It was a beautiful scene there momentarily, though. Alright, so it is an XL floor, which is good for us. It's Utero, which is not great for us. But the fact that it's an XL floor is probably going to cut our, I don't know what you call it, travel time. It's going to cut our, one more candle shot. It's going to cut our total time spent on this floor down a little bit, if I had to guess. That's a pill, and it does interest me, mostly because I have PhD, friends to the end. Probably not worth the risk, all things told, but we didn't take any damage, so I guess, you know, I'm full of shit. Just keep firing some shots in here. As long as we can keep the rocks between us and Gertie Jr., we'll be okay, because Sacred Heart can curve these shots. Wow, that actually got really close. The Eternal Heart is very useful. The health upgrade, very useful as well. It's been a very positive floor so far. Saving this 2 of Diamonds card for a rainy day, and by a rainy day, I mean probably a time when we run across a judgment or something. This should be an easy room. Just wanted to see what direction these dudes were heading in. And, you know, I think we are going to get through this floor super easily. We might actually have, you know, 2 or 3 more hearts than we'd originally started this floor with, which might give us a damn chance. Remember, we were going to go to Shoal. Now I kind of feel like we should just go to the Cathedral in the chest, because I think we're strong enough to make it work. We're also going to get 3rd level Cube of Meat here. Oh, shit, this is the worst champion version of death. The one that creates fucking bomb flies. I didn't even know that guy existed, to be honest with you. Hopefully he just creates zombies right now. After he's been knocked into this state. Well, he actually didn't create anything, so joke's on me, I guess. I haven't taken any damage yet, so all we gotta do is kill this horse without taking any damage, and I will be a very happy camper, because we'll be moving on to that Mom's Heart boss fight, which is much more predictable. Probably substantially easier, if I had to be honest with you. A few more shots, this guy should be dead. I can't imagine him surviving too much longer. But apparently, I'm eating my words a little bit on this one. Any second now, we will be progressing into the fight that we all know and love to varying degrees. Seriously, man, what is up with this horse? It's taking more damage than, like, the initial boss took. There we go. Finally, we've killed it. There's our 3rd level cube of meat. We've had very good luck with cubes of meat showing up recently. And I'd say it's time for us to go to this Mom's Heart boss fight where we will... Ah, we got hit! It's a damn shame is what that was. I want to use bombs on this fight, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to because Meat Boy has an unfortunate history of firing those bombs back at me. Now, the good news is I do have the blue candle, which should allow me to do some crowd control, you know, due to the fact that it is basically an enormous piercing shot itself. We're in a very good rhythm right now. Meat Boy kind of sucks at, you know, doing what I need him to do, but at the same time, I'm glad to have him around just in case some enemies get too close to me. There's permanent invincibility. I say we go up to the Cathedral. We might as well give this the old college try. We have the compass. We might be able to make this work. Remember, you know, on the chest, we'll be able to take all of the items that we desire. Well, all of the items that we have the option to desire anyway. This is a metaphor for life, if you will. Oh, this is a dead end. That's so bad. Because I was like, we're in a great position. The boss room looks like it's really close. What could possibly stop us? Well, you know, still we're in a very good position, but the boss room seems substantially further away than it used to be, unfortunately. Meat Boy just ruined this idiot's life. He actually managed to do damage to me. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood, Meat Boy. Now, I think there's no way that it could be up, so we're gonna have to go down here. And, oh, well, at least we got permanent invincibility here. Why am I poisoning these guys? Do I have poison touch? That can't be possible. I don't remember picking that up. Now, these guys are gonna die super quickly. I love fighting the Widow at this point in the game because it's easy to dodge. It usually means that there's no other crowd control to do on the room. Ooh, could be good, could be a range upgrade. Mom's panties, probably bad for the environment, but I don't care at this point. Now, just be cool. I'm not happy with the setup here, but we managed to survive that somehow. We have no keys, so, you know, never mind what I said about going to the chest. We are going to go to the chest, but we might have to make it work with what we've got. And it might be possible, to be honest with you. We'll see. The candle. Oh, we've got a great Spirit Heart potential here. We're going to get one at least from the Gertie Juniors, and then there is a Tinted Rock and a chest. The chest contains a regular heart. The Tinted Rock contains keys, Spirit Hearts. Oh, that's literally the worst that it could have been. Anyway, we're going to fight Isaac now, and, you know, the way that this Isaac fight is going to go down, we're going to fill him full of lead while dodging, and whenever shots get close to us, we are going to fire the candle in there, which is going to give us an increased chance of dodging for sure. With permanent Polaroid invincibility, I don't anticipate us taking a whole lot of damage here. Still going to be important to dodge. Obviously, we want to be as prudent as possible. This is a really good series of items to have for this boss fight, as you can probably tell based on the fact that we have taken, what, 1 or 0 hits so far. Isaac is nearly dead. And I'm not worried by the angel fetuses at all, though one did just hit me, so maybe I should be. Now, just don't lose it here in the final moments. There we go. Isaac is dead. And we'll be moving on to the chest to fight Blue Baby. Glad I didn't go to Shoal, because we would have just steamrolled it. I need to find some keys, but I guess in the meantime, we're just going to try to get to the boss room. And if I don't get any keys, well, so be it then, I suppose. We're going to try to kill Famine first, which should be the easiest thing in the world. I'm a little bit low on health, but I mean, as you saw, it might be totally possible for us to beat Blue Baby, only taking 2 or 3 hits, but I would love to amass some Spirit Hearts to take with me just in case. Blue Famine may or may not give us what we want here. But, you know, in terms of, you know, the Horsemen of the Apocalypse rooms, I'm glad to be fighting Famine and Pestilence. Oh, but I still took damage. That's kind of unacceptable, but we got a Spirit Heart out of it, so at least we're functioning at maintenance right here. Well, it looks like this is going to be it. Hopefully, I do want to get a key at the end of this room. We could possibly get Justice from one of these guys, if I remember correctly. I took some more damage, which is not acceptable again at this point in the game. But as long as I don't take any more, we might have a half-decent shot at winning this run. But we're kind of throwing it all at the wall. Tarot card, please. Now, Justice. The Emperor. Wow. Could it be any less useful right now? We'll pop 2 of diamonds, and then let's go in on this fight. I think we can make this work, to be honest with you. Okay, we've got to be very good about using the candle. I'm not going to get Meat Boy too close just yet. When I get hit, I'll go up and kind of hang around him. But in the meantime, Meat Boy's fine staying back here. There we go. Now that we've been hit, we can go get a little closer. Let Meat Boy get in there. And we're just going to keep it up. I think we're going to be fine. We can still get hit twice without any negative repercussions. Obviously, the third time carries a pretty substantial negative repercussion because we'll die. But I think we're going to win here. I got lucky to not take damage there, even if it is only brief. Not to quote Jens Lechman by accident. Keep it up. Do some circling. There we go. Okay, Blue Baby's dead. And we've succeeded. I kind of didn't expect it to work out that succinctly, but it actually did. As always, thank you guys for watching. This one turned out fairly well. Thank you to the Troll Engine for giving me some Spirit Heart upgrades. But mostly, thank you for Dr. Lipkin, YouTube user Dr. Lipkin, not my actual doctor. Although maybe he is, you know, with the anonymity on the internet. But thank you for giving me a trip down memory lane and remembering Captain Planet. We could sing the theme song here, but I don't want to get, you know, fucked in the ass by the copyright hammer of the law. Again, continue suggesting your own challenge runs. I will do the ones that deem most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thanks for you guys for your support on the Isaac series as it continues towards its 500th episode here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.